Hey, welcome back, YouTube. It is White Wolf Gaming, and we are doing something a little different today. We're going to be playing some V Rising, having a lot of fun playing this game on stream, so I thought I'd do a little series on more or less how I get started and just my efforts of walking through the main story and unlocking all my skills, abilities, and whatnot. This episode, I will be showing you how to get a horse extremely early on, as well as getting a ton of copper. So just sit tight and enjoy the ride. All right, starting off, just make sure you get through the tutorial, follow the upper left-hand corner. It's going to walk you through the initial gameplay. Once we get that done, I'll jump in and show you where to go from there. But basically, to collect bones, just kill these skeletons. You can use your abilities, as you can see down here in the bottom right corner. R is for your blood, or shadow bolt, and then C is for your blood right. C is pretty good. You hit that and you'll do some AoE damage as well as get some health back. So very cool, very awesome. This game is definitely skill based, so make sure you are aiming in the right direction. Your spacebar does make for a good dodge. You can also open up all these containers to collect things as well. That's done, so let's go ahead and claim it. And what we're going to do, I think I avoided him, perfect. Let's go ahead and hit tab and move over to bone sword and craft it. It's going to continue crafting in the bottom right corner there, so you don't need to wait for it. It's kind of a nice little setup there. Let's go ahead and just continue on. All right, now that we have our bow or our bone sword, we can start slaying enemies. One thing to keep in mind about these rotting ghouls is that we'll go ahead and let him. Oh, he didn't do it. All right, they're going to come back to life. I lied. He's not going to come back to life. Some ghouls do. Maybe the tutorial ones do not. Make sure we pick up any rats by just hitting F when we get close to him, because we can make a really good healing elixir for that. And just also avoid the sunlight while it's daytime, because that is brutal. Let's go ahead and claim this one. Next big thing is we have to just create a bone ring. I already got the bonus for using Shadow Bolt twice, so that's pretty easy. Let's just continue on. I see some more mice, rats, whatever. Uh-oh, got hit by the sun. Pick him up. It should automatically equip the items you make, so you can see we're already item level 6, which is awesome. Quickly kill this skeleton. The next thing we gotta do is just create the bone guard, chest guard, leggings, and armor. So a lot of this is just bone, but some of this is animal hide, so we do need to basically escape from here. So once again, just continue on moving through everything, and it should be pretty simple. It doesn't hurt to break these containers as well as we're going through it. We're doing enough damage now to where these skeletons can't even attack us, which is good. Always try to counter with your C ability early on. It's a good way to get some health back. The other thing you can do too is use your space bar and hit something from behind, or just hit something in general, and you will gain some health for that as well. That was a nice crit as you saw that body explode. So again, we're just going to quickly get through this tutorial here. Looks like we need the leggings, and then we're just really lacking on the leather, the hide, which we're going to get right now. This isn't that big of a deal. Go ahead and select which side you want to spawn from. I actually do prefer the left side. I know on my online stream I'm playing on the right side. The reason why I like the left side is there's a sulfur mine over here that you can get some good weapons at, as well as some good just gear in general. Let's go ahead and take the left side. From here, once again, let's just continue on collecting all the resources we need. So the only thing we're missing at this point is animal hide. So we need to find some things like some wolves or deer, moose, whatever. Most likely wolves are going to be the first thing you do find. And we'll go ahead. I'm not going to feed right now. We still have some blood. Yeah, I don't have any bonuses for the blood I currently have. I'm not going to chase down a deer either, because it's kind of a pain in the butt. But we did unlock the away gate, which is good. I missed my attack there. So let's just quickly make our way killing this wolf as well. I think from that we should be able to at least make one more set. Actually, we'll be able to make both. Perfect. So we'll be able to finish up this tutorial. The next big thing you want to do is kind of find a place you want to build your base at. I recommend building your base on one of these higher up areas. You can see here, there's a path here and a path here to get up top here. Kind of same thing here, a couple paths to get up there. But I do like to build mine more in an area where I can quickly get to other areas. So I think I'm going to build mine right up on top of this mountain. Let's make our way that way. We have now finished this quest. Let's go ahead and claim it. So now we are on basically craft a bone axe. And once again, I am just lacking on bone, so no big deal. As we run through, we'll find anything to kill it, and get those bones. I'll check back in once we have enough to do so. Just came across a bunch of skeletons that are much higher level than me. I'm gonna see if I can take them out here. My biggest goal is I want to try taking out these archers, because there is definitely a lot of damage to be had with those. We also use our counter to just keep our health high, and just kind of keep dipping in and doing some damage, just like so. Use our counter once again. We'll be able to take that guy out, and getting pretty close to being done here. From here, it's just archers. And again, our nice counter works so well early on in the game. We're just keeping that health going. And because we did this, we now have plenty of bone to create our bone axes. So let's jump in and do that as we continue to make our way towards where we want to be. We can also now make the vermin salve, which is really good as well. So let's also queue up. Oh, we only queue up one of those. That's all right. All we gotta do is just get some more plant fibers using our sword, and we'll be able to make a lot more of those real soon here. And just a little bit more plant fiber, and we'll be able to do that. So now that we have our axes, we can start working on cutting down trees. As you can see, I'm not super focused on doing that right away. Just because I'm working my way towards where I want to build my base, because as we get to that base, that's where we're going to need to actually build the base. So I'd rather try getting the part of the storyline or the tutorial unlocked to that point as we go. So I'll check back in the moment we have taken down 3 trees as I'm making my way that way. Alright, so we got those trees cut down. We're claiming that tutorial as well. Next thing is to get a mace, which from there we need more bone. So once again, let's just continue on with that. Looks like we got a warrior and a thug. I'm gonna go ahead and consume that a warrior that's 4% here in just a second by just doing a little bit of damage here. Let's hit him with this, and then now we can feed on him by hitting F. Let's go ahead and drink it. We're only gonna get 5% warrior blood. That's all right. It's better than nothing. We were getting kind of low, and this is gonna give me a little bit of increased attack power as well. So once again, let's just kind of continue on as we make our way. It's always good when we come across these areas too. There's a rogue that's 65%. We might try to take him out because that'd be a nice little bonus as well. So let's just quickly see if we can't kill these guys here. We did get caught there, unfortunately, but we should be all right. I think this is the rogue that is higher percentage. Getting some damage done, but I think we'll be okay. Made a little bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. And they got me. Okay, I'm just getting back to where I died here. Let's see if we can't go ahead and take these guys out as quickly as possible. Try not to aggro that assassin that's over here either. Obviously, the big thing I want... Oh, he's on me. I was able to do a nice little void there. You can always use your F ability too to assassinate, which is really good. It's a quick way to just execute somebody. I don't know where he went. Oh, he missed me. That was unfortunate. Let's quickly just try to take care of this warrior here. If we can do that, that last rogue here will be easy because he's almost ready for me to feed upon anyway. Perfect. So let's just kind of hide for a little bit here because we do need our bite to come off. We have 5 seconds left. Let's hit him once with one of these. I missed it. Go figure. We'll hit him with that. And we should be good to defeat on him now. We also got really lucky because we got a reinforced sword that dropped. So that means it's one less thing that we need to get. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll move this to our 1 slot and use that from now on. And let's grab our container. So because of that, I think we got enough bones now to be able to craft our mace. We don't. I was wrong. Okay, that's all right. We will get there in a second. Oh, nice. We got some decent fishing stuff right away too. Granted, we don't need that yet. Let's take out this group of guys. It never hurts. And I do see a better chest over here that we are going to work on in a second. Once again, I want to try taking out all of these. Got a nice buff here with this rogue buff. I'll show you what it does here in just a second. Just trying to farm these guys up real quick. One thing that's the reason why it's good to do this is you can get lucky and get these reinforced weapons to drop, which is good. All right, let's go ahead and unlock this chest. These chests are the best ones you can get in the game, at least from what I can tell. Unfortunately, this one does drop silver coin, so I'm gonna have to drop that silver coin for right now. I do not have the means to carry that on me without getting too sick. Okay, let's keep moving. I think we're getting pretty close to where I want to be. I just gotta follow this path a little bit yet, and we'll get there. I'll check in once we arrive. If we come across another bandit camp, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this because it doesn't hurt. I did forget to show you what the rogue bonus does, but we did unlock 3 of them, so we got a 10 to 20% chance of critical strike, 8 to 15% movement speed, and then 12 to 25% reduced cooldown on travel skills. So as you can see, that blue bar is not going all the way across. That kind of tells you how much of that percentage we did get. Okay, now that I got them taken out, I want to run through and pick up as much stuff as I can. It never hurts to just break down things as well. We did get a couple chests here. That one had bones in it, so I will be able to finish it off. As well as another good thing we just got was a skill book, which got the Merciless Night Stalker leggings from that, so that's good. I'll show you how that works here. I don't know if it'll be this episode or the next. Most likely it'll be the next, because that's when I'll be working on doing researching. Okay, so let's continue getting to our base. In the meantime, we can go ahead and craft our bone mace as well. Once that's done, we should be able to unlock the construction of our base. Okay, now that we have our mace unlocked, I can go ahead and start breaking down some stone. We need to do 3 of those to unlock the next part of the tutorial. Pretty simple. It is sunlight or daylight out now, so we gotta be careful with the sunlight as we're moving around. As long as you stick to the shadows, you're okay. I haven't really ever hid from the sun, like, I mean, just stayed in my base or anything while playing this game, because it is pretty simple to navigate through the shadows as we're moving. Okay, as you can see, our next step here is to build the castle heart. So if we look here by hitting the B button to unlock our building, we can create a castle heart with only 30 or 240 stone and 30 blood essences, which we already have. So let's go ahead and move up this hill because we are actually at our base, which works out quite well. Again, sticking to the shadows just to make sure we don't get too impacted by the sun. It's also really good to see this nice large stuff of rock or copper. That's going to be huge in the future. We do have a bear over here as well. We got to be careful of that. And if you are playing on a multiplayer server, I would highly recommend to put your castle heart somewhere up here on the very tippity top of this section. So basically there was one right there. That's where we're going to put it. I'm not playing on a multiplayer server. That's just showing basically what has happened in the past. You also have to make sure you do fuel this thing. So let's go ahead and throw in the majority of our blood essences here to make sure it is powered. Okay, so now we also have to build some borders. So let's just go ahead and build basically these 3 borders just like so. And let's start to get to work here, chopping down some trees. We can claim this. In fact, one of the other things we want to get is this mist brazier, mist, whatever you want to call it. It's super important. Basically what that does is creates a mist around it, allowing you to work in your base and not to worry about the sunlight here. So I'm just trying to kind of hide back in the shadows. Before I start to burn, I jump back in to make sure I don't get too bad. Let's just go ahead and drop this for right now right there. And let's fuel it with some of these bones. Basically 1 bone is 60 seconds, so it is quite a bit there. Okay, so let's just quickly run around here and get as much lumber and stuff harvested in the area, so we can finish up this next set here. I'll kind of show you a trick I do when I'm playing single player because I don't really care about having anything wooden. So more or less what I do is I'm just going to build more or less the copper, or the wooden coffin. I'm trying to say too many words at once. And then let's go ahead and just build my 3 walls like so. Once I did that, I'm going to jump in here and build the wooden stash. I just need a little bit more lumber. Won't be hard to gather here real quick. Okay, and let's build this stash here real fast. Boom. So because I did that, I can claim this, and then I can come in and actually dismantle all of this and get my wood back, because like I said, I have no desire to have anything wooden. I'd even personally do this in a multiplayer map if I knew I was gonna be doing a lot of focus up here. Okay, so the next big step is we really do need to get some more borders going. So we have room to build a sawmill, which we just need to get, let's see here, stone and lumber. So let's work on getting that done. I'll be back once I'm done. Okay, I just quickly gathered everything I need to make my sawmill. I'm gonna set it down just anywhere right now because you can move this stuff by being in build mode and just left clicking, and it does allow you to easily move things, which is nice. But the reason why this is important to me is I really want to get this actual planks going. Wow, I have iron body already. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and get these planks moving. In the meantime, I'm also going to gather a little bit more wood. I am playing on a solo LAN server, so that means that this will not be operating while I am logged out. That's why I'm kind of getting this going and rolling now. But let's go ahead and just cut down these trees real fast to get a little bit more going. And then really what I want to do to end out the episode is I want to go get us a horse, because having a horse makes it so much easier to move around. So it does take 20, that's not a whole lot. So I do want to cut down a few more trees here as long as I can. Plus, once it's about to be nighttime, it'll be a lot easier to get that horse during the night, so we don't have to worry about the sun. Okay, nighttime is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the lumber I have here in. So we have quite a bit getting produced, and now the big thing we need to do is go get that horse. So this is going to be Dunley Farmlands. That's where you're going to find them. I believe the spot that I have the horse is right here. We're about to find out. So I'm going to take this time here to make my way up. It's pretty simple just to kind of follow the map. You can see as long as I move to the east here, I'll be able to start moving up this path. What's cool about these higher areas too is you don't actually have to run down the stairs. You can just jump off using the shift key. So there's a kind of a cool effect. You get a faster movement throughout. So I will be right back once I get closer to where I need to go. Okay, so we're getting ready to head into Dunley Farmlands. This is where it starts getting challenging. As you see, these are a much higher level than what I currently am. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of zigging and zagging every now and then, just use my travel ability to quickly get ahead. I'm lucky to have the rogue one because that does make my travel ability cool down much quicker, which is a good thing. So again, we're just gonna quickly move through. You can always look too on the map to see what these things drop. So let's scrolls. This is just a teleporter, which is good. Another big thing to keep in mind too is because I already got this reinforced bone sword, if I find any copper mines, I can nodes, I can actually start mining them now with that sword. Yeah, the sword's not the best ability to use or weapon to use, but it does get it done. Okay, let's just move over to the right here. We are getting pretty close to where the horses are, which is going to be in this area right here. Just gotta make sure we don't get killed by anything else along the way. We are definitely out of our league when it comes to our gear score. But hey, all we gotta do is just jump on a horse and ride away. So let's see if we can pull it off. Okay, we are getting close. We are actually getting garlic exposed because they have garlic hanging around. We have a bunch of archers here, but as we see up in this little area up here, there's gonna be some horses. I'm not gonna be overly picky on the horses I grab. I'm just gonna grab one. So let's grab this white one right here and let's get out of here. You can break these to run through, hit spacebar to take off running. And just like that, we have a horse. So we are already gone. And we can hit tab to see how good the horse is. He's not amazing, but let me tell you, he's a lot faster than running on foot, which does make this game so much easier early on. So let's just ride back to our base camp, and then we'll talk about how we're going to craft a simple workbench and get our gear score to level 15 as quickly as possible. So let's just take a left up here to make it back, and I'll check in once we arrive. Okay, we have arrived back to our base camp. So let's go ahead and unload some of the stuff into our chest here. And I'm going to show you what it's going to take to get to gear level 15. Hopefully I didn't aggro that bear. I did aggro that bear. You can see we're in combat down here. Hopefully it won't follow us all the way up here though. All right, let's go ahead and just store some of the stuff up here that I know we're not going to need for a while. We'll hold on to a couple of these things. All right, that's pretty much good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I want to try getting the gear score 15 as quickly as possible. Ways to do that is there's a sulfur mine here that you can sometimes get a mallet from. There's also another mine, a lumber mill here you can get a good weapon from as well. So let's start going there. So I'm going to go ahead and mount up by holding F once again, and let's just make our way over to the lumber mill to see if we can get that better axe. Okay, actually I was wrong. This area here is the copper mine, and this is where you can get a mallet, which is important to get. Our horse got hit there, that's okay. Not really worried about that because he didn't take a ton of damage. Quickly just making some fast work of these guys, which is good. In fact, another thing to keep in mind too is your horse does need water-filled canteens to live. So we'll come over here and we'll drop a couple of these in. That's going to extend it to be 20 hours for how long he's going to live. Again, I'm playing on a LAN server, so that only counts when I'm playing, so that's a ton of time. One important thing to always pick up is going to be paper. You always want to collect the paper. It's super important to get it. What we got here? We'll take that. Okay, so now we are moving into this actual copper mine. The unfortunate part is our sword's not strong enough to break the mine, but we will be able to get that real soon here if we get lucky with a drop. So a little bit of work here to take out. I recommend either trying to take out these rogues as quickly as possible. I got really lucky that I didn't get hit twice there. There's one down. Really good there. I think they're actually considered warriors, but they're thieves. So the thieves are the ones that can disappear. Oh, he did a nice little juke there. That's all right, though. He's down. All right, so what's left is these easy guys. Usually don't have too hard a time taking out these archers. Plus, they're yellow, so it's even easier. And just like that, we cleared them out. Okay. Go ahead and pick up everything, because, again, the paper is the most important thing to get right now early on. Let's open up these chests, because this is where we're going to find the item we're looking for. And hopefully we get lucky and find it here real soon. Let's continue taking on these workers, these miners here. You can find a level 100 or blood type 100, blood purity of 100. They are amazing because you will gather. Look at that, I am actually using my copper sword here. Or using my reinforced sword, I'm able to collect some copper. So I might as well start doing that as I go. I tried it earlier, but for some reason it didn't work. I'm not sure what happened there. Got another chest here. Not what we're looking for, but might as well grab it all. You'll see when we get it. It's pretty cool. It looks like just like a hammer, like a one-handed hammer, like a mallet, but it is basically the same equivalence of a copper mallet or copper hammer. So it's good to have. It saves you from having to spend your own resources on making stuff. As you can see, I'm quickly going through and just harvesting up all the copper I can get right now, because this sword that we did get to drop does help us get it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and consume this warrior's blood here. That's going to give, or worker's blood, that's going to give me the ability to get a little bit more resources faster, which is not a bad thing by any means. Early on, coming into this copper mine is the best place to find a 100% pure blood worker. You find one of those and it is amazing. Here's a 45%er, so we're probably going to take him actually as well. Let's see if that gives us any more of a buff. I bet it gives the third one. Nope, still the second one. That's alright though. Keep harvesting all this copper as we go through. There's another chest over here we want to grab. I'll finish taking this copper ore and then we'll go grab that. I had some silver on me. I'm still not gonna be able to carry it because I do not have the silver resistance to do so. Not really worried about taking the silver with me anyway. Let's just work on cleaning out as much copper as we can. I mean, we already have 400, almost 600 copper, so pretty good early start. Just came across one of the gold chests. This is one where you actually have to hold F to unlock it, but it typically has the best stuff in there, so some decent takes. That's all right. Just gonna continue on harvesting as much as I can. We do have a V blood type down here that's level 20. I could attempt to fight him. I'd be willing to do that. We could see how it goes. If we take him out in early phases, that'd be amazing. But for right now, my main focus is just trying to get as much copper as I possibly can and see if I can get that mallet to drop. Okay, so I pretty much harvested all the copper I could before aggroing the boss. I'm not worried about fighting him right now, to be 100% honest with you. I want to work on just harvesting and mining as much copper as I can, which you can see I have a ton of it. I actually have a full inventory, which is great. Let's just run out, run back, find our horse, which you can see down here, and we're gonna head back and try to finishing up this last quest objective. All right, we made it back, got all of our stuff here. Let's go ahead and probably have to make another chest or two just so we can, I don't know if I have enough to actually make it. Need more lumber. We'll have to get more lumber. Let's see, do we have this done though? How much of this is done? Looks like 29 of these. That should allow me to then build the, let's see here, the simple workbench. So we need stone and animal hide. I think I put all that away though. Let's see, do I have stone? I do, and I have animal hide. I do. Don't think I have enough though. Oh, I do. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop that there. And let's see what it's gonna take. So I need to make copper ingots, which we will work on, but I could also just work on upgrading all these things. So I'm gonna do that as well. Need more animal hide, but we'll go ahead and start wearing these for the time being, which is gonna boost our item level. We made it just like that. We are at 15. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I do think though this is probably the perfect time to end this episode. Next episode, my goal will be to work on getting copper unlocked and really start working on killing all the blood altar guys up to the bandit king. I doubt I'll get to the bandit king in the next episode, but I will just work on showing you how to get as much gear as quickly as possible. Anyway, I want to appreciate you all for your time, for watching the video. Any likes and subscriptions are always so appreciated, getting ever so close to that 100 subscriber mark, which I can't believe. But anyway, I hope you all have a blessed day.